don't trust it anymore. You're like. Okay. Call the meeting to order, Public Safety Committee meeting, July 25, 2023.
7:03.
That's fine.
7:03.
Somebody want to take minutes?
I'll do it.
Thank you, George. That means you're gonna type them too, I hope.
Yeah. Okay, roll call. Nancy Rogers,
Here,
Brandon Diaz. Not here.
on his way, I'm sure.
Okay. Omar Gonzalez, not here. Officer Amador, not here. Luis Lopez, not here. George Pena here. Darwin here. Johnny Torres here. Fire Department rep, not here.
Okay, I'm going to, I'll correct me if I can't do this. I'm gonna do some additions. And also we have a visitor, so I'm gonna let him speak now. Is that okay?
You just have to make the motion, the committee has to approve.
Okay, I'll make a motion.
So move that public,
Oh, and it's not for public comments, I'm just,
yeah, but she wants to move your public comments, it's two down.
oh, okay.
I'm gonna do-
I second motion.
Okay, hold on. Motion, Nancy. And sir, what was your name again?
William Perez.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You have to do all in favor? Aye.
Well, hello, everyone. My name is William Perez. I'm the chairman of the Veterans Affairs Committee for the Town of Miami Lakes. And I'd like to talk to you about two things that I think the public safety folks and us can work on together. The town's really pushing a lot of collaboration between the committees. And so I'm trying to push that as well. The first thing is we have the 9/11 ceremony coming up. And it's going to be on the 10th at 9 a.m. It's a Sunday at the Veterans Park. But we're really honoring first responders, and the public safety folks basically we deal with all the first responders. And what we did for Memorial Day was we had veterans read Congressional Medal of Honor citation of those who died in combat, who got the Medal of Honor. What we're doing for this 9/11 ceremony is we're having to have former first responders, retired first responders, those who have served as first responders. You guys are going to be the guest speaker. Hey, how you doing? You guys are going to be the guest speaker reading. Basically, we have one police officer and two firefighter biographies who they've received the Medal of Valor, which was created after 9/11 for those who died, you know, saving people's lives. And so we would be really honored if one of you who's a former police officer, one of you who's former, you know, we need two firefighters and police officers, would go to our ceremony.
I do both actually. I'm a police officer. I'm a firefighter.
You qualify.
So you qualify, or, you know, you can be still on active duty. We don't care. I mean, if you still, you know, former, current, whatever. And basically it's simple. I will hand you the thing you have to read. If I get your name, and your email, you know, you get it through IO, you can get my email and have, you know, I can forward the citation I want you to read. It's not like an award citation because they really didn't create one because they didn't know what these people did. You know, award citations, someone observe it, but the only people who could observe also die, right? Because that's the nature of that thing, you know? So anyway, so it's more of like a biography and stuff like that. And the way we're doing it is we're going to have their picture and And we're gonna have their biography and a QR code in the booklet, in the pamphlet that we give out. So, people, when they get the booklet and pamphlet, they see the picture, they can click on the QR code. And we did that for Memorial Day where the Medal of Honor citation will come up, And I found, because we had a PA system issue, we always do. I don't know if you guys do, we always do. And so folks were really relying on reading it, hard copy. So, if you can please provide whoever wants to be a reader, and it's short, it's about that person who died, and we'll call you up, I'll call you up, I'll give you the script, I'll tell you when. And you just have to know how to read. And I think it's really powerful when a police officer or former firefighter is reading something like that, or a fellow firefighter, police officer. So that's for the 9/11 ceremony, which is going to be September 10th. And I hope we get some folks who volunteer from the public safety committee so that we can collaborate on that. Another thing I want to collaborate on, and I talked to Councilwoman Morano on this, and she said, well, that's a good idea. We have, I'm proposing that the town of Miami Lakes, I'm going to bring this to the Veterans Committee. I'm sure they're going to approve it. Already brought it up and they said, oh, it's a good idea. Declare the month of November Veterans and First Responder Month. We already have Veterans Day then. But first responders I don't think really have anything, like that. And I think they should. And so when you take a look at the fact that so many veterans become first responders, it's a heck of a lot of sense. And so one of the things I was able to do is, you see the veteran military banners around here. I talked to Fred Senra, who's, Miami Lakes Auto Mall, who's the one who funds those. And I asked him, Fred, would you guys be willing to fund first responders? People, who live in Miami Lakes, who are residents of Miami Lakes, who are first responders, retired, current, or those who work as first responders in Miami Lakes, assigned to the station house, assigned to this police department, whether they live in Miami Lakes or not. And he said, I don't see why not, which is Fred's way of saying yeah. So I guess what I'm asking is if you could add to your agenda to take a vote whether you would like to have, the town of Miami Lakes proclaim November, Veterans Month and First Responders Month. And if you will allow me to get with Fred and get the approval for that, and then you guys have to set up the system and how you vet that, and I think it'll be easier to vet when, you guys have, the vet who is really a police officer. I can tell you right now, it's been challenging for us veterans because there's so many people who say they're a veteran and they're not even a veteran. I did 32 years in the Marine Corps, retired as a full-bird colonel. There I go as a male officer. I commanded battalions, I commanded divisions, as a chief of staff. I can read a DD 214 and I can know right away if it's false. And I've received several false ones already. I don't think that's going to happen to you guys. I hope it doesn't. But you need people who vet that because, the town's great, but, Jonathan and I don't know what they don't know. So you need to vet it for them. So that way we don't have anybody up there who does not deserve to be up there or who's wearing ribbons and medals that they never, ever earned, which is the other thing we have. So anyway, so two things to vote on. The thing is the proclamation. And then the other thing is, proclamation and includes whether I can go ask Fred and then you guys have to set up the process and how you're gonna vet that.
What time's the ceremony on September 10th?
9 a.m. And then also some volunteers and just give aisle whoever they are and we'll go from there. But that's all I got. I'm really honored to meet you all. I've been wanting to do this for a while and I guess now I have an occasion. And hopefully we'll be able to work together in future endeavors because, we kind of take the same oath, if you think about it. Defend the Constitution of the United States, and that's all I need. So,
That's a job right now.
it's the same thing. It's the same oath.
Question, so I can understand. So you want the public safety
Yes.
committee to, we're gonna first vote to be a part of the collaboration with the vets.
With yeah, for the November 1st, November declaring it the proclamation. You don't have to vote to, well, collaborate with us on 9/11. We just need volunteers. So for that one. But for the proclamation of veterans and first responder, I'm sure, I got this crazy dream. I have a dream. I have a dream, Nancy. And Miami Lakes becomes the premier place for veterans and first responders. We honor them better than anybody else. I think we can do it.
Vetting, if you don't mind, let me add, as far as vetting, specific to law enforcement and fire, that's for, at least for me, that's an easy one, because that's part of what I do with the respective law enforcement agencies that are wearing backgrounds. So that's an easy one, because I have access to certain databases.
There you go.
And.
Yeah, I have the same access. I mean, I tell the folks all the time, I am a retired colonel. I make a phone call
Right.
and I get everything.
But
they
with
still
military,
try.
Does it have
because-
to be
yeah.
What's that?
living?
No, they could have passed away. I mean, if they're a Miami Lakes resident,
Living for you.
if they're a Miami Lakes resident, yeah, we have folks who have passed away who are Miami Lakes residents.
Well, he was.
And, the thing is, yeah, if he was, I mean, that's any past or, former Miami
So
Lakes
that's an
resident.
excellent idea. I like
So
that.
we'll see what, how much you guys come up with, how much Fred's willing to fund. It may even have to change to those who are not, who are living, as opposed, if the funding's not there, because Fred funds it all. So it won't come out of your budget. And I'll make sure he remembers he made that guarantee to me. But I think he's an honorable man. He'll do it. But
He'll remember.
he'll remember. He will. He's a good guy. But that's where we're at. And as far as the process goes, since the town already does for the veteran, they have this website, they can set it up, etc. And then it becomes a question of, okay, now we have this process, now we have these banners. When do we want to put them on? When do we want to take them down? For veterans, it goes up on Memorial Day and it goes down on Veterans Day. I don't have a problem with that with first responders, one of the things I will say is we have somebody who's up there as a veteran. And he's a first responder. I'm gonna say,
Of course.
make a pick.
Yeah,
You don't get to,
and the families get the banner when they're brought down.
no, the banners go into storage. Because we clean them.
Oh, you reuse.
Yeah, you'll be part of the cleaning crew next year if we have your banners. So
they're reused.
Congratulations. Yeah, so we put them, we store them, we clean them, and then we clean them again, and then like every 3 years, we replace them all. Because they get faded out and stuff like that. But yeah, so I mean, the limitations will be, hey, you can't be on two, and because there'll probably be quite a few people who are police officers, who were veterans and firefighters. There'll be quite a few that'll be like, oh, I'm gonna have two banners.
You got a decision to
No.
make.
Make a decision, which one you want to put up there, They'll probably choose the military one because they were lean, young, and fit back then. So anyway, so that's the proposal dealing with the proclamation that I'm gonna approach the mayor and the town council about when we meet on August, what was it? We have to have a council. When's our council thing? August,
Hold on, you threw me off. The council meeting?
yeah, when we have to do
Oh.
our reports. with The committee.
Well,
Well,
everybody
with
has
the
different ones,
council.
that's why I don't have an answer.
Oh,
I don't
okay,
know.
okay, so I have a different
But
one. Mine's like
everybody-
early August.
Everybody has, each month, there's
Mhm.
2 committees that go up, so it depends
Okay.
whenever you fall.
So-
He was had theirs.
When's the next committee chair meeting? Because.
That one isn't on the calendar yet, but you guys will receive.
Well, I think we should push it. I mean,
you're
I
not
think my
doing it
committee,
With all the committees, you're just.
yeah, I
doing
think,
it with us.
us.
No, but yeah,
Okay.
yeah, and he's not going up, just so we're clear, but I think you know this, he's not going up at the committee chair meeting, he's going up. Like what he's talking about is reporting to council whenever he has to
Yes.
report on behalf of veterans.
right, so basically the format is, what have we
Which is
done?
Like
what have
what
we
you
done?
guys just did.
Yeah, what have we
There you go.
done, what we're gonna do? So what I'm gonna do is if you guys vote to approve it, that way I can say, hey, they voted to approve it and we want you guys to, think about doing this and I think they'll do it. I can't see them not, the mayor who wants to run for something else.
So you're saying you'll take it at your
Yes,
committee reporting, which is,
Yes,
you're
August
saying August. Okay.
yes.
Is it okay, to vote now?
Yeah, you guys should take a vote.
We
of
got four.
committee. I always suggest, again, council can agree or not agree, but I always just taking as much detail as possible. Like to them, when presenting a new idea, a new initiative. So I think that's something worth discussing right now, like you guys are gonna take a vote on it,
And present it to count. All right, let's vote first.
Yes.
and you can open discussion actually.
Do we have to make a motion to the?
Yeah, yeah.
Motion to discuss.
No, motion, whatever it is that you wanna do, take whatever.
So we make a motion to discuss and then vote?
No,
Do that?
you make a motion for what it is that you wanna have,
Okay.
and that opens up
Discussion, and then
discussion.
a vote.
All right, so
I know I confused you.
make a motion to discuss.
Make a
No,
motion to
no,
vote on the.
I'm sorry, I
proclamation.
don't mean to interrupt you guys, but it's just, you don't have to make a motion to discuss. You make a motion for what it is that you want to do.
Oh,
And
okay.
it automatically includes the discussion.
Do we need to discuss it?
Well,
No, wait,
Okay.
make the motion.
you have
first,
to
so we
make a
can
motion,
Okay, I make a motion to. Second. Okay,
but you, what's the
Say what
motion?
it is. The motion to discuss.
No,
No, it's a motion,
How about
to
motion
approve-
day?
motion to approve the proclamation
Okay,
for November being First Responder and Veterans Month.
There you go.
what Mr. Perez said.
Take quick.
That's why I'm the chair.
A second,
Okay.
I'll second.
and now you have discussion.
We need to discuss it.
Okay,
Because-
anybody got any questions on it, any comments on it?
No, I think that's an excellent idea. Law enforcement, I know there's something in typically in May, but it's not
Yeah,
official, if you will. And I think for fire and there's like EMS week and stuff like that. But again, that's nothing specific, unlike obviously
yeah.
veterans. So I think that's.
Yeah.
I'm kind of hoping that I kind of, everybody seems to have. It seems that every distinct group has a month.
1 month, yeah.
And then, and no, there's Women's
Oh, but-
History Month.
Oh,
So every distinct group has a month. But the organizations that is composed of every distinct group and serves the country and serves their neighbors has a day or less.
Yeah.
And that just seems kind of nutty to me. Because being a veteran and being a first responder is, something that unites everybody of all those distinct groups. And it's
that's true.
selfless service. We have African Americans, we have women, we have LGBTQ plus, whatever, we have everybody, and all the branches and in all the police departments and the fire department. And what do they all do? They all consider each other brother and sister because they all have a common cause and they all have a common mission and they all have a common dedication. And so I think part of I'll talk about the committee, the Veterans Committee. Part of our role as a Veterans Committee is to try to teach folks what unites us as to what separates us. And because I think we have a very divided country. And what unites us is common purpose, common duty, common sacrifice. So I want to elevate first responder service and veteran service to where everyone can say, this is something any one of those months can do, and it betters all of us. So that's another part of my thought process.
My question, just so I'm understanding this, the proclamation that you're
Mhm.
speaking about, that goes hand in hand with the banners, or is that something separate?
Well, I mean, it should go hand in hand with banner. I mean, otherwise, what's the
Yeah.
purpose of raising the banners up? Honoring our first responders, we should have a month where we honor them, or we should have at least a day where we decide we're gonna honor them here and then end the honoring here.
Okay, because that's what you'll take to council, both the proclamation along with the banners.
Yes.
Okay, I just have to clarify on my end if that's okay in the sense of like, because Veterans Committee taking it on behalf of public safety, I kind of feel like it should.
No,
No, because.
no, what we're doing is for the banner side.
Yeah.
Well, the banner side is I'll talk to Fred. And then I'll put Fred in contact with however he did it for the
Yeah.
Veterans Committee. I'm not sure how that worked.
But this was, that's my point, obviously the veterans guys, just as any new project initiative needs to go in front of council for approval, this
Yeah.
would be something new, so it would have to be taken to council, so that's why I'm thinking it should come from public safety, since it's gonna be a project led by them in terms of the police and fire.
Oh, great
No?
idea. I agree.
But
So
if
I
that's
can do the
case-
proclamation part. And then you guys go forward with the banner thing. which will give us time to sort it out. And figure out how you guys want to run it.
Okay, I'll work with you guys to see where and the only reason that this is throwing me off is because they just went in front of council. As you know, they go twice a year, so at this point, they don't go back for another 6 months. That's why I'm trying to figure out how we.
Yeah, but then it'll be past September. So
I
it's better if you took both, because you're gonna go soon, I guess.
Right, I understand, it's just. it
Well, I can
seems
say,
like
I
it
can
should
say,
be
you know,
guys.
I can.
That's why I'm having a hard time.
What I'll
trying to
do is
figure
I'll
this
get the confirmation from Fred that he's willing to do that. He said he
out.
did,
If
so
it gets,
why not?
yeah, okay.
And once I get the confirmation from Fred, I can say, look, you know, I can say to the council.
In collaboration with.
That when collaboration with public safety,
Okay.
you know, Fred Senra has agreed to put up banners honoring first responders or residents of Miami Lakes or worker Miami Lakes. You know, and I'll be honest with you, I don't think they're gonna care very much how we.
No, again,
suck
but
that sausage.
it's just anything,
No.
just to follow, you know. the
I, you
guidelines.
know,
You
and
guys
then,
have
and
to
then if they
know.
say, sounds great, I'll go, all yours, Nancy, you know, and you figure it out, you know, and you
My
guys-
question is,
you-
when do you meet again? You guys don't met,
what?
the vendors going.
We meet, first week of August, we change our meeting to the first week of August again.
Okay, I'll work with Jonathan to see, because you know that committee report you guys have to turn in?
Yes, I
Then that's,
already drafted it and gave it to John.
so, but now you're gonna make an edit to it, right? Cause now you're adding this.
Yeah.
So no, but it should go in front of your committee and just make sure you know that they make a proper motion to approve that you guys wanna collaborate with them on a banner. Cause we need minutes for that, and like that we can
Maybe in there already.
give,
There you go.
well, cause the minutes, the problem is the minutes that we
Yeah.
need for the, agenda. So if you guys can just talk about that, make sure you add it as part of your agenda, you're fine, and then. we-
Yeah, so we're
And
gonna
then-
do it, we're gonna vote on it, I'm gonna add it on our agenda, it'll be an addition.
Okay.
We'll vote on it first thing.
Yeah, just to have proper documentation and then
And
like
in
that
that
you
way,
guys
and then,
take it.
you know, I'll put it on my, whatever, to the committee notes, if it's not already on. there.
And I'll work with Jonathan to let him know,
Yeah, he already knew, I saw him in the parking lot. so I'm like,
but I'll let him know that. They
All
approve.
right,
Any further
Or if
discussion?
you wanna take the proper vote now.
Yeah, we have to take the vote.
Any further discussion?
No.
No.
All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Motion
All right.
passes.
okay.
Thank
And
you.
then also, please give your name if you want to volunteer to read at September 10th, the 9/11 ceremony. If you want to, if you're a firefighter.
I
please
sent all of you an email. I sent all of you Mr. Perez's contact info, so you guys can reach out to him and confirm if you like.
Yeah, I saw that.
Give it to Nancy too.
Yeah.
To read it quickly. She won't stop on it. All right, thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you.
And unfortunately, she lives right behind you.
I need a temporary
I know where
restraining
you
order.
live.
She knows where I live.
Louis, take
Thank you.
care and thank you. Louis, did you get an agenda? Yeah. Okay,
Let the record show that Louis Lopez.
yes,
Came in late.
thank you. Okay. Okay, order of business. Deferrals, additions, deletions. I know I have some, and I gotta find the page now again, I had it listed, so give me a minute.
I'm
And
sorry.
Anybody else? What?
You guys are throwing me off because we did order of business, we were past that, we were in public comments. Then you guys moved up in front of adoption of minutes, so next is adoption of minutes. So you have the motion to reopen order of business at this point.
Okay, but wouldn't the additions be before the adoption of the minutes?
Correct, but you guys were done with order of business. You had already gone, we were past number 3. You did number 3 and your only addition at that point, or your deferral or any change you made at that point was the public comments. So
Well-
we were past that. Nobody else added anything else. Right? Are you following? Any
I'm
any
going to
deferrals?
need to open up additions for this agenda.
Correct, so you're making a motion to reopen order of business.
Yes.
That's exactly.
So I got a second.
I second.
Okay,
Okay,
hold on,
thank you.
I gotta catch up.
I know.
I'm still on order of business here.
All right, we,
We moved up the public speaker.
right,
Hold on. And that was motion made by Nancy and second by Darwin, so Mr. Perez can speak, correct?
Right,
Okay, now you're gonna make a motion for,
We're reopening order of business.
I'll make a motion to reopen, order of business and, add something to, two things. Hold on.
okay, so you made the motion. And who seconded it?
Who seconded?
I seconded.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Can I go now? All right, first thing is the Public Safety Committee Back to School Safety Training Session. I was approached by another chairperson who has helmets. Oh,
Sorry, okay,
I hate
I think we need a referral, a refresher of Robert's rule. When you do order of business, you're adding, and you're, at this point, we would state either whether it's old business or new business, so that they can follow along for minutes and agenda sake. So whatever the title of this item is, we'll add it to new business, I would assume it is, right? Nancy? This is a new business item?
All three are, they're gonna be
Okay,
quick.
so
but-
what you're gonna be doing is a motion to add under new business. 9C, 9D,
When we get
9E, and that's when you discuss it when you get there, you don't discuss it right now. You have to have an approval to add that to the agenda,
I don't have to say what they are.
yes,
Um,
but you have to say, I'm only saying because you were going into discussion, we just have to state the titles for the agenda and then we move on the agenda.
Okay, so the number one was the Public Safety Committee Back to School Safety Training. That's
right,
number one.
right.
Okay, so what's number two?
The challenge coin distribution. I wanted to ask about that, that's quick.
Okay, hold on, let me write it.
Challenge coin distribution.
Okay, and then what's number three?
And the third one is Miami-Dade Police Department National Night Out event. And those are going to be 9, 8, C, D, and E, correct?
C, D, and E.
Do I have to say that they are?
You guys just stated them, so there needs to be a second discussion and approval to add it to the agenda.
I didn't hear the beginning of it.
You made a motion to add those items,
Right,
the committee needs to
And I'll
second
second
it
it.
with this.
We're good, right?
Yeah. We all
We'll have to
approve.
vote.
Do we all-
Yeah, we all vote, approve, yeah.
Aye.
Aye.
Motion passed.
okay. Now we are back to the regular
So are we going with
agenda,
number 6?
special presentations, do we have anything?
No, we didn't adopt the
You
minutes.
guys skipped adoption of minutes.
We didn't.
Oh, all right,
Okay.
you changed it, I'm sorry. Adoption of minutes. Has everybody had a chance to read the minutes?
Yes,
Do I hear a motion to accept the minutes?
I do the motion.
I'll second it.
Second,
Okay.
all in favor?
Okay, hold on. So John, make the motion. Okay.
Special presentations. Did we get anything? from the police department, officer on the
We
door on
received-
vacation.
Yeah, we received both from the police department and from the fire, and they were sent to all of you via
Yes.
email.
That's correct. Yeah.
And it's not part of the package here.
No, they sent it after we've done the fire.
Yes.
All right, thank you.
Now we're on.
Who sent the police department report?
The fire rep,
The police department
our. police
on the
rep,
door
I don't know,
before he left, okay. And who was the fire rep this time?
The-
Do we know?
we only have one fire rep
Chief.
on file, and it's,
Shavers.
Mark.
Okay, okay. All right, liaison comments, number 7.
You're up.
Have anything for you guys? Have you any questions, Randy?
She's too busy, correct?
Do an excellent job.
Yes.
Oh,
Take Saturday and Sunday off.
Take the 2 consecutive days after Friday. All business.
okay. Report to council update. Does anybody know where Brandon is? He was supposed to be here. Nobody's heard from him. I don't like that. Okay, the PSC coin distribution plan. Why did that print that way? All right, everybody got their coins.
Mhm.
This is your second round. The only person that didn't get any at all was Brandon. They were given coins once before.
Okay.
So, okay, I just wanted to clarify that. And, I don't remember exactly how many everybody got, but you all got the same amount
Correct.
this time. Brandon is the only one who has,
And last time too, we all got the same amount.
I'm sorry,
Last time too, we all got the same
yes,
amount.
yes. Did you give them all out already, or
Yeah.
how's that going? All right, so. Nobody's heard from Brandon. I don't know if it's coming, if it's gonna be late or what, but this is his. And this is. Hold on.
So just,
Neither.
if they don't show up, just take them back.
No, I will, but I just wanted you to know everybody's got the same amount. I have. The reason why there's so many left over. And why I didn't bring that box with me. I have a box for the council. Is because when we were all ready to, we gave them out to you guys, but. When we had to give them to the council, something happened. Something interfered. I don't remember if it was a possible hurricane. I don't remember anything anymore. But that box is still at my house, bagged up, ready to go. So the next opportunity we get to give that to them, we can. Now, how we give it to them, you guys have any specific thing where you want to do it at a council meeting or something like that on the record, or you just want me to?
Just divide them up equally and give it to them.
Okay. Everybody else feel the same way about it?
Pretty much.
Okay, no ceremony, good. Anything else on that? I took this out of order because they were the quicker ones. But anyway, item number 1 on the thing is that I got a call from Giving Gators.
I'm sorry. where are we?
Oh, yeah, where are we?
We're back on the addition to the agenda.
No, we have to do
All right, I'm
The-
sorry, you're right.
Darwin.
I'm using 2 different things.
All right, sorry, all right, I'm up. So as far as the station fire mural, we are actually in the process of updating that policy. So it serves no purpose for me to bring something that's
Might not be good.
that might not be good. So for now, let's hold off on that. I should hopefully, I should have it by next meeting. Item D, CPR certification course, I did provide my invoice. The bad news is that the price went up, not my price. Again, I'm waiving my fee, but the administrative fee for American Red Cross. Part of the training will also include the mask. So So you should have that already, and that's pretty much it.
I'm gonna, just to give you guys, I guess some comments on this. I have to go through legal just to make sure, obviously, since you're a committee member, just to make sure, but
There's no-
from what you're saying, it sounds like it's just the administrative fees from the official.
From my business, yeah, I'm waiving that.
Yeah.
I could provide my certificate of insurance if they
Yeah.
need that. I could provide my credentials, obviously, that I am certified.
Yeah, if they ask me for anything, I'll
Okay.
contact you. And
Right,
I'll
that's
let
not
you
an issue, but again, that price is just, that's all just admin. That's not my.
know. Pretty much for this, the actual.
Yeah, the
official
actual-
Certification.
Correct,
from-
yeah, what they do is, yeah, the roster, the actual certification that's sent via email, that you can print it out, the card, everything. It's, certification is valid for 2 years. And it's through American Red Cross, and it's first aid and, CPR, adult and child.
And they last 2 years after you, right?
From the moment that
So
you do the class,
yeah.
2 years,
Okay.
yes. But again, if they need anything, please feel free to reach out to me, I'll provide all that.
Well, now we go to your,
New business.
new business, the additions that you mentioned.
Are we skipping over 9A and B?
Oh, no, we're not.
No,
But
Well,
I
I really was
Oh, Brandon's
asking
not
since
here.
Brandon wasn't here. so I
Yeah.
was just
Yeah.
wondering.
Brandon's
Yes,
not here,
so we are
pretty much
skipping.
skipping A.
9A and 9B.
okay, back to the, new business items that I wanted to add, the biking and hiking. Okay. Back to school safety training session. Daleen Garcia is part of Giving Gators, and she's got some bike helmets left over. And she's working on getting a bicycle donated for a raffle. And what it's going to be is a back to school safety thing that we can hopefully have here in town hall. And it doesn't necessarily have to be in collaboration with Giving Gators. She's offered it to me and our committee, put up a table and have different demonstrations and things like that. Like I said, she has the helmets and that type of thing.
What kind of demonstrations are you talking about?
I'm gonna show you. The most important thing is, like, I nicknamed it biking or hiking, we can vote on that. Is if you're walking to school, there's certain things you need to know and do and whatever. And maybe crossing the street. Whatever it could be. I have some handouts and stuff that we can use. Also, if they're bicycling to school. Some of them are old enough, they might ride in the street, others might ride on the sidewalk. You still have to, you can use hand signals and stuff like that, and the handouts that I've got.
But who's gonna be demonstrating that? Because I don't want it to be a liability for the public safety committee. Because we're not like instructors on like safety or hand signals or nothing like that.
If you want to do that, we can possibly find somebody. Usually we just do handouts and stuff. We don't usually demonstrate.
Okay,
This
that's what I'm scared of, because they're gonna
No,
say the
we're-
public safety committee members taught us that, and then God
No,
forbid
no,
some kid
no,
gets hit by a
Like,
car.
here's something I never even knew, for instance, I grabbed these, I didn't pay that much attention. This is, I give 3 feet, you're on the roadway, and you give 3 feet between your car and the bicyclist that is on the roadway. So there's these things. Really
We
cool
can give
stuff for
stuff
the
out.
kids, yeah.
And,
Just
but we
a
can't like
table.
demonstrate or teach people how to do stuff, because if God forbid something goes
No, but
wrong.
if there is someone available who wants to do
Usually
that,
a
we can
police,
invite them.
police officer would be the best one. to do
So
that
you got
kind
a
of stuff.
texting and driving thing. The super sensor, the little booklets and stuff that are put out by FDOT, they give us this stuff free. There's some really cool stuff, but you have to pay for it. And it's just a thought, just something back to school, but mostly to And like I said, there's the bicycle helmets and a possible, do a raffle for a bicycle. Could be good and probably, hopefully, well, and then there's these cards and things that we can hand out. The no texting pledge, there's just a few things in there like that, I'm not gonna take.
Basically, the thing that we did over there, we just set up the table and put the handouts out and they come by and take it.
Yeah,
Okay.
but I would prefer that we do it inside the council chambers because it's gonna be hot.
Yeah.
And it can be quick and whatever, so. Before we start planning, and the reason why I said hiking or biking is you're either walking. Or riding a bike, and we can,
So you can do walking and biking or biking.
whichever,
I like it.
hiking or biking, biking or hiking, whichever, just a cute name. What else?
Do we have to make a motion and vote to partake in that?
If you
Well,
want to
this
do it.
sounds like a new event, right? If you guys haven't done this, or have you, like the public safety committee?
We did with the bike helmet thing a couple years ago, where they did it at that university.
So I know the youth activities task force has bike rodeo.
Yes.
So are you guys planning on partnering along with that, or are you planning to do your own event,
Um,
like your own separate day? and
That's when we did it during the bike rodeo.
yeah, but didn't they have the bike rodeo already? I feel like they just
No.
did something.
The bike rodeo hasn't happened this year.
Is
Are
it
they planning
scheduled? Is it scheduled?
Yeah, they actually, we were just told about it, like maybe a few weeks ago, so yeah, it's happening.
Okay, so maybe we could
That might be
piggyback,
the place.
piggyback with them. But that's usually outside, right?
Yeah.
I don't know, because I don't work with them, but
Yeah,
I can
it
find
was,
out for you.
Omar, you and I were under the tent trying to give out all the helmets. And people showed up and it got chaotic. It is, we gotta have our little, they gave us one of those.
All right. It's an idea. We can do it on our own and maybe just do it inside the air conditioning. Or
How much turnout are you gonna have on our own?
I don't know. But I can check with Daylene and see if she wants to collaborate and do it at the bike rodeo.
Yeah. Cause
That's
everything
our
is
answer
themed,
back.
everything is themed.
Well,
The
you have,
bike giveaway, the safety.
you have to go back to youth activities to see if they, are willing to collaborate on this. This Daleen, from what you're saying, Dalene's was giving gators technically outside of the town. Which is okay for you guys to collaborate with, but what I'm saying is the bike rodeo is something put on by youth activities, so that's who you really want to talk to as well. Maybe collaborate all three of you.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Can you mention it to her and?
So, no, so you need, one of you guys, I would suggest going, one of you as a representative of public safety. Saying, hey, as a community, we've agreed to do this, we think it's something that we can partner on with you guys with youth activities. I would suggest going to one of their meetings and bringing that up. So that they, involve you, so that whatever flyers, announcements that go out, once it's approved, we include you on it, and people know that there's additional. Information or resources available as well.
And then at that point, she can bring up the Given Gator bike giveaway, see if they want to collaborate with.
Yeah, I can't tell you yes or no, if they're already working with her on that, because I don't work with youth activities, but if not, I'm sure she knows to go to them as well.
Cause it's all the same thing, bikes, bike safety and bike giveaway.
Yeah.
So
All right,
I'm
so
already working with
you're
them, you know.
for it if we pretty much if we collaborate with YHCF.
Yeah, that's what you're doing.
Cause I think that's where we're gonna get the most bang for our buck, because if we just do something on our own here,
Oh, no,
I don't think a lot of people.
No, I already know that. All right, so. I make a motion that we contact YATF to consider being included in a collaboration for bike safety and back to school event, if they're having one. Okay,
They are having one.
they are. And when did you say that was?
I'll look it up for you.
Thank you.
And I will second that motion.
Okay, hold on. To collaborate with,
YATF. And their bike rodeo. Then pretty much all we need is a table.
Oh, and we're gonna need one of those,
I
Sparks.
understand.
yeah, because it gets hot, bike rodeo. Okay, so collaborate with YATF bike rodeo.
Did we
For
get a second?
bike safety, Darwin, hold on.
Darwin, okay. Isle, did you say that you had a date? Or for that- for
YTF
that-
does have a date, from what I see on the calendar here, it's Saturday, September 23rd. 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. And it is at Mary Collins Community Center,
Saturday, what's the date?
well, a parking lot. Saturday, September 23rd, from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. It says bike rodeo and bike safety awareness event.
Oh, yeah, that's perfect.
9 a.m. to 1, yeah, that sounds about how long it was last time.
I'm sorry, and I missed where?
Mary Collins
Yeah.
Community Center parking lot.
Okay, and we did get a second, correct?
Yeah, we just
I
need to,
thought I did, okay.
all in favor?
Aye.
So now you're down to the number 2, the challenge coin distributions.
Okay, if you remember, we were going to hand out coins for, all we have to do is hand out coins for the council members now. That's what's left. I've given you guys your share, second round for coin distribution and, separated some, bagged them up, and at the next council meeting, if we
Yeah.
want some kind of a specific,
This is the same item, right?
Yeah, we already spoke about this, but. if-
No, that's fine, just for the sake of the agenda, then I would maybe not put that as a new business, because it's not.
we-
It was part of the
spoke
old
about it.
business.
Yeah,
Yeah.
where did we speak about that?
8B.
8B.
Oh, okay, so we're gonna scratch it from here then.
Just for the sake of
we
the
put it
minutes.
where?
It was under 8B,
B, okay,
so I'm taking it off.
okay,
So then now we're, NDPD National Night Out. So that would be D,
Mhm.
that's what should have been.
At least,
yeah.
And the National Night Out is, did you have it? I didn't put the.
It's August 1st.
That's what I remember.
Yeah, August 1st, the email
Okay,
came
so
out.
National Night Out,
I don't remember off the top.
See, I read your email.
the
No,
Metro
I-
State.
Yeah, Tuesday, August
Miami-Dade
1st.
Police
But that's the only one I remember.
is doing it.
Yeah, so yours is from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. at Veterans Park for the town meetings.
Okay,
6 to what, I'm sorry, 8?
6 to 8 p.m. At which one?
Veterans Park.
Veterans Park. Okay. I wish Brandon were here because we could ask him to, do one of his announcements or something, but we've got,
He said, he got caught up. But everything was okay.
So
you got a message from him?
we need to make a motion to participate in that, or no?
No.
Okay.
It's something that's already said, like you guys can just send.
Okay, good.
Okay, so we're not gonna do anything specifically official or anything like that, have a table, or we don't have to do any of that? 'Cause
You
I
guys
know
don't have
specifically.
to do
I don't-
anything. I mean, I don't know what you've done.
It's just an event that
The
Metro
Miami-Dade
Dade Police,
yeah.
I keep saying Metro Dade.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
I
sorry.
think the only thing we've done is just shown up with our shirts, but we don't do anything, just walk around again.
Well, how about,
That's called
We vote-
presence, sir.
Yes, sir.
how about we vote
Yes, it is.
to
It is something.
wear
Let's
our
reach it to
shirts?
59.
Can we do that? Or do we wanna make it optional?
No, I don't think you have to make a motion to order your shirts.
Okay,
It's our uniform, man.
Yes, it is.
I know. Okay. Yay. Ooh, maybe we could do handouts.
put the table out with all your. This will be before,
Well, we won't have a table.
this will be before the bike rodeo, so. You might wanna save your handouts for the bike rodeo. I don't know what you can give out. I don't know what you could give out there.
All right. We'll work on it. Okay, is there anything else? Next meeting date,
Meeting and time.
As of right now, we have the fourth Tuesday of the month, so you meet Tuesday, August 22nd at 7 PM here,
Tuesday, August
22nd.
22nd, 7 PM.
Motion,
Anybody think anything else?
Motion to adjourn,
Motion to adjourn.
I'll make the motion,
I second.
and the time is 7:54.
Just in time to go see this.